fanned out straight away. And the 2-1 pitch to Gonzalez swung on a high drive into deep right field. That's got a chance. It is gone. Home run, Gonzalez, and the Dodgers lead 2-1. The Dodgers have now hit 30 home runs. 30 home runs in 20 innings, 20 games plus 1 inning. So Adrian delighted as he bounces his way back into the dugout. His 8th home run, 19 RBIs, and the Dodgers take the lead 2-1. For Vogelsong, he had allowed 4 this year, and he gives up 2 in the first inning. So the Dodgers leading 2-1. Vogelsong cutter way off and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Adrian back in the quiet of the dugout. Chance to think about that pitch. Exchange a couple of funny lines. Ball 4. So that'll bring up Andre Ethier.
Number 16, Andre Ethier.
Andre Ethier has a home run in the past against Vogelsong. By the way, talking about home runs in the past, Adrian Gonzalez, when he hit one tonight, has 3 home runs against Vogelsong. So here's Andre hitting .310 and always plays well against the Giants, hitting .296 against them. Van Slyke at first, and Adrian hits a drive into deep right center. Pagan to the wall, that is gone. And the Dodgers lead 4-1. Andre Ethier hits his 2nd home run against Vogelsong in his career. For Andre, his 3rd home run of the year. The Dodgers as a team now, 3 home runs in the first inning and 31 home runs in 20 games plus this 1 inning. Dave Righetti going out to try and stroke the fur of Ryan Vogelsong. Peterson a home run, 2-out home run by Gonzalez, the walk to Van Slyke, and a home run by Ethier. 4-1 Dodgers, and here is Yasmani Grandal. Grandal looks at a strike, and the count 0-1. Grandal has had success against Ryan Vogelsong. He's hitting .333 with a couple of doubles. The strike 1 pitch, and that's off the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. Dodgers trying to win their 10th out of 12 games at home and trying to recover after having their winning streak snapped last night. 1 ball and 1 strike. Vogelsong works a strike at the knees, and the count 1-2. So the left-hand batters register on Vogelsong, Peterson, Gonzalez, and Ethier. Randall with a 1-2 count. Vogelsong ready. Right-handed delivers, and it's low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Vogelsong was a major contributor to the Giants World Championship back in 2012. In the postseason, he was 3-0 and an earned run average of 1. Here's the 2-2 pitch, swung on and foul back. So Grandal's still there. So Vogelsong has given Boshi some good games, but he came into this game with a 5-game losing streak. He's 2-1 in his career, however, here at Dodger Stadium. Right-hander ready, and the 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off. Just to tribute Brian Vogelsong, despite the bad first inning, in 4 postseason stints back in 2012, he was the second Giant pitcher in 100 years to have 3 straight starts allowing 1 earned run or fewer in a single postseason. So he's certainly not accustomed to being whacked around. He gets strike 3 called on Grandal. But the Dodgers send a message. The left-handers are alive and well and thriving. First, Jock Peterson, home run into the fans' hat. Then it was Adrian Gonzalez powering with a smash into the stand. And if that wasn't enough, Andre Ethier with a man aboard. And at the end of an inning, Dodgers 4, Giants 1.
Dr. Bomb, paleta sabor manzana y canela cubierta con una crujiente capa de chocolate blanco y trozos de galleta sabor canela. Nuevas Magnum repostería francesa.
My name is Max. I am the road warrior, searching for a righteous cause.
Mad Max, Furia en el Camino, solo en cines.
Catch all the action of the 2015 season on MLB Network, your TV home for more than 150 live games.
He makes a sensational catch!
Plus, get live look-ins and highlights from every matchup on MLB Tonight.
How about that one, folks?
Plus, this October, watch 2 exclusive Division Series games you'll only see on MLB Network.
That's big time. That really is.
Don't miss a moment. Go to MLBNetwork.com for schedule.
Is anything but a little 6-1, about 100 with Gonzalez and Ethier. So it's 4-1 as the Dodgers pummel Vogelsong in the first inning. And now the Dodgers watching as McGee checks in. Casey, right-hand hitting third baseman, takes a strike, and the count 1 ball and 1 strike. For McGee, just unable to buy a base hit, hitting 164. Comeback player of the year last year. And the 1-1 pitch on the way is taken low, ball 2, 2-1. Peterson shading McGee just a little bit towards right center. Magnificent sky. What a colorful canopy over the ballpark. Greinke comes back 2-1, and that's fouled upstairs off to the right. Big crowd on hand tonight. We had 50,000 last hazard for tonight. The blanket security benefit. 2-2 the count to McGee. Greinke ready and delivers, and that's fouled away again. I don't know if you're old enough. There was a wonderful show on the radio, Fibber, McGee, and Molly. And every show would begin where Fibber would open the closet, and so much would fall out of the closet. The sound effects. Nevertheless, he doesn't get a break, and he lines out. So 1 down, and Brandon Crawford coming up. Crawford did not start last night's game, but boy, Boshi had a richness of shortstop. Arias started the game and went 3 for 3, and then Crawford finished up. He had a base hit. So Boshi got 4 hits from his shortstop last night. So Crawford checking in. Into the windup goes Greinke. Off-speed pitch, whack to left field. Going back is Van Slyke. It's over his head. Short hops the wall. Barehanding it. 4-1. Only in the second inning. Greinke hands it his sides. Uribe wide, but even with the bag at third, and the first pitch is low. Ball one. 1-0. Been an 8-pitch inning for Greinke after 26 pitches in the first inning. 1 ball and no strikes. 4-1 Dodgers, second inning. Crawford at second base. Vogelsong backs out for the moment. Giants are trying to get to the 500 mark on the road. They are 5-6 on the road. They are 4-6 at home. And Grandal and Greinke are not on the same page. Another meeting. Now, the last 2 times that Greinke pitched, he praised Grandal for the games he called. With Vogelsong waiting at the plate, it was a long look, and finally Grandal went out there. So 1 ball and no strikes. Crawford at second, 1 out, second inning. Fastball waved at and missed. It came up there at 91. Vogelsong takes a look down to Roberto Kelly. 1 out and a man at second. Greinke trying to put Vogelsong away, and the 1-1 pitch in for a strike. 1-2 the count. Waiting on deck, the pest, Nori Aoki. He hit that ground ball to the hole at short, had a base hit, went from first to third on a single and came home. Ground ball to short with the ball hit ahead of him. Crawford goes to the bag. Throw goes to first for the second out. So Brandon Crawford holding at second with 2 down. And now here he comes, Nori Aoki. Got a base hit. Last night he had 1 hit and a walk. And in the first game of the series, he had 2 hits and a stolen base. Aoki single to the hole. Went from first to third on Posey's single to center. And Nori checking in. 2 out, second inning, 4-1, favor of the Dodgers. Greinke not in strong command. Pick-off play, but no throw. Aoki waiting at the plate. Infield back. He puts a lot of pressure on everybody. And he takes a pitch off the plate. Ball 1. Aoki came up hitting .306. And he is now batting .314. He's one of those tough leadoff men. He has walked as many times as he has struck out. The 1-0 pitch in the dirt, blocked by Yasmani, and a 2-0 count. Aoki has walked 11 times, struck out 11 times. He's been hit by pitch once, but he's been knocked in the dirt several times because he goes into the pitch. He has an open stance before the pitch, and then that right leg will swing in towards the plate, and he's about ready to hang over the plate by the time he's ready to swing. He looks at a strike, and the count 2-1. Two and 1 to Nori Aoki. Zach Greinke looks down to shakes no. And Grandal to go over the signs again. Two balls and 1 strike. Greinke a look back at Crawford, now to the plate, and it crossed up Grandal. I mean, Grandal didn't quite know what to do with that pitch. He looked out at Greinke. Watch, he's looking for it, and suddenly it's in the dirt, and see that look? So they're struggling a little bit, it would seem. A.J. Ellis caught last night's game, and Grandal in there tonight. 3-1 the count. And there's Greinke shaking no. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean no. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and that's taken low. Aoki's aboard again. A lot of times they'll work out a sign just to drive the hitter a little crazy. Keep shaking no. and they're really in full agreement. So, okay, first and second, 2 down. Joe Panik, the tying run, coming up to the plate. Crawford and Aoki, at least for the moment, Greinke is fighting it. He's already made 42 pitches. Zach out of a stretch, checks the runners, right-handed delivers, and it's swung on and missed. 0-1. Remember, Greinke came in here with an earned run average of 1.3. Normally he goes to the mound and you feel he's completely in control. You don't really get that feeling right now. Zach ready, checks the runners, and the strike one pitch. Panik drives one to right center field. On the run is Ethier to make a diving one-hand catch. What a play by Andre Ethier, and that saves Greinke's bacon. Wow. So with 2 out, that probably would have scored 2 runs except for the great catch, and somehow the ball stayed in the webbing of the glove when he hit the ground. A magnificent defensive play. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. Wow, says Greinke, and it's 4-1 Dodgers. A glove by Andre Ethier. And as we go into the second inning, Juan Uribe with a 10-game hitting streak checking in. Vogelsong's first pitch, big overhand slow curve off the plate, ball 1. By the way, Vogelsong roughed up for 3 home runs in an inning, but it's been done before, and he might be heartened a little bit. The 1-0 pitch fouled away. The last Giant to allow 3 first-inning home runs. It happened at AT&T Park against Cincinnati 5 years ago, and the pitcher was Madison Bumgarner. So it happens. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Vogelsong deals and fouled away. He jammed Uribe. 1-2 the count. So home runs by Peterson, Gonzalez, Ethier with a man aboard, and then a Gold Glove play in right field by Ethier. Greinke off the hook. But as we said, Greinke does not look as sharp as he normally does. He's made 44 pitches, 2 innings. For him, that's a struggle. The 1-2 pitch off the plate. 2-2 the count to Juan Uribe. Andre all smiles talking to Ellis, Turner, and the trainer Stan Conti. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Vogelsong staring down the barrel, now turns and ready in the big right-hander's next pitch, grounded up the middle. Over to his left is Crawford, gets it over to Belt in time for the out. To give you an idea about Andre Ethier's catch, the old story, he had to go so far he should have packed a bag because he was playing in right field straight away and had to go over to right center. And when he catches the ball, look who's there to cheer him on but Jock Peterson, who came over and was right there to watch it with a close-up. So a great play by Ethier. Dodgers lead 4-1. And the batter now is Zach Greinke. Greinke, right-hand batter and a good one, swings and misses. Almost came out from under his helmet. Greinke, a terrific all-around performer. And of course he has done something. Only Oral Hershiser and Fernando Valenzuela have done that. He takes low. In his trophy case, he has a Gold Glove. He has a Silver Slugger Award. And of course, he has a Cy Young Award. 1 ball and 1 strike. Vogelsong ready and comes back, and it's swung on and missed again. Greinke coming out from under his helmet. 1-2 the count. One out, bottom of the second, 4-1 Dodgers. Ryan Vogelsong rocks and turns. Bearded right-hander delivers, and a chopper to third. Waiting for the hop is Casey McGee to throw him out. 2 down. Jock Peterson coming up. Elevated to the number 1 slot. And he promptly homered. One reason is the fact he has such a good eye as a hitter. He has 16 walks. He certainly has enough sock to give him a slugging percentage over 600. Because of the walks and the base hits, he's on base a lot. And he has the speed to steal a base. So all in all, Peterson will lead off with Jimmy Rollins hitting second. Jock line drive home run over the right center field wall. So for Don Mattingly, watching one of his young stars to be, Jock Peterson. 4 runs, 3 hits for the Dodgers, all home runs. 1 run, 4 hits for the Giants. Peterson waiting. Vogelsong delivers low and inside, ball 1. For Jock's home run in the first inning, he got a breaking ball and he hit a line drive over the right field wall, caught by a fan in his hat. The crowd delighted. Dodgers tied up the game and then took the lead. The next pitch to Jock is way inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Jock from Palo Alto, so he was happy for the opportunity to play at AT&T Park. Certainly didn't like the way it came out. 2-0 pitch on the way. Peterson takes a high strike. The plate umpire, Sean Barber. He's one of the younger umpires. He'll be 30 in May. And Barber lives in Florida. 2 balls and 1 strike. Vogelsong ready, and the next one is too high. Ball 3. So he hit a breaking ball, and remember the home run that he hit? There was a breaking ball almost. He hit the home run against George Contos, and the ball was probably 6 inches off the ground. Susak, the catcher, his glove just about touched the ground when Peterson hit the ball, and oh, is he fooled on a great breaking curveball, and down he goes. He was going to first base on what he thought was ball 4. So Vogelsong, he turns it around, retires the side in order, and at the end of 2, Dodgers 4, Giants 1. works. Be sure to come to the ball game, go down on the field, and watch it take place. More information, Dodgers.com/promotions. Angel Pagan takes off the plate, 1 ball and no strikes. As we said, and it's just sitting up here looking down at him, Greinke's struggling a little bit in the first 2 innings. 1 ball and no strikes. Zach Reddian comes back and swung on, popped up. Rollins backs out and calls and waits and puts it away. 1 down, and now for Greinke and for the Dodgers, they have learned a lesson. Look out for the first pitch. Last night, when Clayton Kershaw was pitching, Posey had a home run and a single on the first pitch. He came up in the first inning tonight, and on the first pitch, single to center. So Posey is now 9 for 15 on hitting the first pitch this year. So the Dodgers, I'm sure, have taken note, and let's see about Greinke's first pitch. He deals, and it's taken for a strike at the knees. 0-1. Posey has his average now up to 273. 3 home runs, 10 runs batted in. Strike 1 pitch on the way. Swung on, high foul off first, and that will slice its way back into the stand. So Buster Posey, who means so much to the Giants, whether he's catching or playing first base, has always done well against Greinke, hitting .412 against him. Posey 6 for 13 in his last 3 games, so he's hot. Greinke with 1 out and an 0-2 count on Posey. Gets it on the outside corner, a 91-mile-an-hour fastball, and Posey takes a hike. So Greinke comes up with his 4th strikeout. Fastball just caught it as it moved back in the zone. And the batter now is Brandon Belt, the first baseman, who singled to right field. And again, now what the Dodgers do this time is load up the right side. With a couple of men on base in the first inning, they couldn't do that. And because of that, there was a pretty sizable hole. Not in the hole, because Kendrick was way over to his left. 1 ball and no strikes, the count to Brandon Belt. Single to right and a run batted in to get the Giants off on the right foot. The 1-0 pitch on the way to Belt, and that's a breaking ball that drops low. 2-0 the count. Greinke now has made 51 pitches, and he's in the 3rd inning. Certainly can't keep that up. He'll have 150 in 9. 2-0 pitch swung on, whacked to left center. On a run, a diving try off the glove of Peterson. It rolls on by Van Slyke, and into second base goes Belt. I'm not sure about that, whether Peterson could judge that ball. He kind of went into a crouch before he made his decision. You won't see it from that end, but you will see it from another. Now the full extension and the glove off the fingertips, but from behind home plate, watching that ball head towards center field. And Jock, I'm not sure if he lost it for a split second, but when he went into that crouch, he might have. It was a slight late start. Otherwise, I think he catches it. So it's a 2-out double for Belt. And here's Justin Maxwell, who looks at a fastball off the plate. Take a look in center field. The hit, see him go in a crouch, and now here he comes. If he hadn't gone into that crouch, it's split second, it would have given him a couple of more steps, and he would have made the catch. Only Jock knows why the crouch. The only guess is that maybe he lost the ball briefly. So a 2-out double for Belt. Justin Maxwell struck out with 2 on in the first inning. It was the 3rd out. Greinke ready in the 1-0 pitch, and that's low, ball 2. In looking at Zach Greinke's work for the Dodgers, you always get a feeling early in the game about command. Last time out, he won 7 against San Diego, and made 106 pitches. That's been the highest so far this year. The 2-0 pitch on the way is fouled off down the right field line. 2-1 the count to Justin Maxwell. The Dodgers 3 more games at home with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Dodgers then go out on the road next week. 4 in Milwaukee and the weekend in Colorado. Dodgers come home then to play Miami and Colorado. 2-1 pitch on the way, and that's blocked in the dirt. So Greinke a little behind on the count, struggling a little bit. He hasn't looked quite the same since Aoki started the inning with a base hit to open up the game. 26 pitches in the first. He's up to 56 here in the third. So with 2 out, trying to get Maxwell, and he's gone 3-1 to him with McGee on deck. 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed. 3-2. Maxwell has certainly given the Giants a lift as McGee waits. Last 8 games, Maxwell has had a triple, a double, 3 home runs, and 7 runs batted in. The 3-2 pitch with 2 out. Greinke ready, delivers a towering fly ball to center. Peterson, however, has it on his radar screen and puts it away. No runs, 1 hit, a man left, and at the end of 2.5 innings, Dodgers 4, Giants 1. Looking on television, you look at what Jock Peterson sees, and you see the ribbon board, the first one directly behind home plate. I think the ball got up into that ribbon board, and that's why Peterson went into the crouch. That cost him 2 steps, and it cost him the catch. However, as the late Chick would say, God bless him, no harm, no foul, and we go to the bottom of the third. Jimmy Rollins to start it off, and he takes off the plate, ball 1. 1-0. Dodgers exploding for 3 home runs in the first inning. Jimmy hitting second in the lineup, and he drives one to right. Back goes Maxwell to the track at the wall. It's gone. The 4th Dodger home run, and they lead 5-1. So Jimmy Rollins, who's been really struggling, and in hitting in the unfamiliar number 2 spot, hits a home run. You know, Jimmy leading off over 1,500 games, 300 hitting second, and a little over 100 batting third. And he looked like a number 3 hitter when he hits that out. So when you're as hungry as he is, and he got a ball up and out over the plate, those quick hands and wrists, and he hits it in the right field seats. That's fouled away by Howie Kendrick. So for the moment, a lot of joy in the Dodger lineup. 32 home runs this month, third most ever in the month of April for the Dodgers. So the Dodgers have 4 hits, and they're all home runs. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way. That's lined down the left field line. Fair ball going to the box seats. On his way to second with a stand-up double is Howie Kendrick. So the Dodgers all over Ryan Vogelsong. Dave Righetti, an anxious pitching coach, watching the right-hander being hammered here. And the batter will be Adrian Gonzalez. Kendrick hooks one down the left field line for the double. And Righetti, who never makes a pitching change, walking out to the mound. The Giant bullpen is quiet. There's no one throwing. We're only in the 3rd inning. However, someone was on the phone, and in a moment we'll probably have somebody warming up. Coming up, Adrian Gonzalez, and all you have to do is roll back the clock a week ago when Adrian checked in against Ryan Vogelsong. Remember, in the first inning tonight, he hit one out. Well, a week ago up there at AT&T Park, Adrian cleared the center field wall. He hit it and bounced over. So Adrian, 2 for 2 with home runs in the last couple of games. And for Ryan Vogelsong, he's really in shock. George Contos now gets up in the bullpen. Hendrick at second. Gonzalez hooks one to right, but it's going to hook right to Maxwell. Tagging up and moving to third, and he better hurry. A good throw. Kendrick is into third. So Gonzalez a long, hard out to right, and he advances Kendrick. So there's Ryan Vogelsong coming into the game tonight. He allowed 4 home runs this year, and he's allowed 4 home runs tonight in 2 1/3 innings. With a runner at third, the infield is up. 1 out in the 3rd inning. Scott Van Slyke with a 7-game hitting streak, and he walked in the 1st inning. Vogelsong does not have a wild pitch. Right-handed delivers, and it's in for a strike. 0-1. 5 runs, 5 hits for the Dodgers. 4 home runs and a double. Scotty with Andre Ethier on deck. The strike 1 pitch on the way. Vogelsong delivers. That's a fly ball to shallow right. Maxwell coming, tagging. Meanwhile, is Kendrick. Here comes the throw. Howie will score. And the Dodgers lead 6-1. Maxwell making a good throw, but Kendrick fast enough to beat it. For Van Slyke, a sacrifice fly to right field. Six to 1 Dodgers, and we're only in the 3rd inning. And the batter is Andre Ethier, has already captured the crowd with a home run with a man aboard, and then the diving catch. Meanwhile, Bill Hayes gesturing no. I'm not sure if that means Contos is going to stop throwing. I believe so. So here's Ethier with that 2-run home run, hitting .326. Vogelsong ready with 2 out, and Ethier takes a pitch in for a strike. For the Andre Ethier Marching and Chowder Society, he got a fastball above the knees and promptly whacked it into the right center field pavilion. They have made it 4-1 Dodgers. Now a home run, a double, and a sac fly. Dodgers add 2 and lead 6-1. No balls and 2 strikes. Vogelsong delivers away, ball 1. Of course, after Atlanta blew a 9-1 lead last night to Washington, it's a good message to every team. No lead is safe until the game is over. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That must have been an amazing feeling in Baltimore today when Baltimore, playing in a totally empty stadium, beat the White Sox with a 6-run first inning. 1-2 pitch, check swing, foul. They said one ball player, not sure, imagine now it's an empty stadium, and one of the players was walking along the box seat railing giving imaginary autographs to imaginary fans. Another ball player lifted his cap to the imaginary crowd. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way, and that's fouled away down the left field line, out of play. For the first time in Major League history, a Major League game played in an empty stadium. For good reason. And enough reasons to break your heart. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ethier waits. Vogelsong ready and back with an off-speed pitch, foul. Ethier, guessing fastball, was out in front and cued that ball right off the end of the bat. So trying to get the swing started early, and he got an off-speed pitch. So a pool hole shot that goes foul, and a 1 ball 2 strike count. Vogelsong ready. Now the 1-2 pitch on the way, and that's low. Check swing, no swing. Remember, with Vogelsong, although he has not done well, the Giants have done well when he is pitching. When he has been pitching, the Giants have won 6 of his last 7, 9 of his last 12. Small consolation right now to Boshi, down 6-1. The home run boys gathering, and the 2-2 pitch high and inside, ball 3. Waiting on deck, Yasmani Grandal. Animated Howie Kendrick. The 3-2 pitch is popped up. Going out to get it is Crawford, and makes the catch for the out. So the Dodgers get the home run by Rollins. Kendrick doubles, and Van Slyke's fly ball picks him up. Jimmy just quick wristed that thing into the stand, and at the end of 3, it's 6-1 Dodgers.
Every time I wanted to give up, I gave it one more shot. When I thought I had nothing left, I found the strength to succeed. Nothing can stop me now. I believe in myself. I can, I will, and I must win. Baseball isn't just a game. Baseball is everything.
Rated E for everyone.
Brought to you by the Dodge Challenger. With an EPA estimated 30 highway MPG, this car was made for driving in California. Visit Dodge.com today. We move to the fourth inning. Jimmy Rollins gets out of the slump, at least for the moment, with the home run to right. He has joined the fun as the Dodgers now have hit 4 home runs tonight in 3 innings. Andre Ethier has one, along with Rollins and Peterson and Gonzalez. In the fourth inning, Casey McGee. Ball 1. You know, Jimmy Rollins has been playing the game a long time. He was the MVP in 2007. He now has 218 home runs, 112 triples, 456 stolen bases. Only Paul Molitor had more of each. 1-2 the count to McGee. Six runs, 5 hits for the Dodgers. 1 run, 5 hits for the Giants. Remember when the Dodgers had that winning streak at home of 8 straight? They average a little more than 5 runs a game. Bumgarner completely shut them down last night, limiting them to just 1 run. So they're back on the beam tonight against Vogelsong. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kershaw talking to Justin Turner. And that's hit to the gap. Slicing, but this time Ethier is going to have to run to the wall. The Casey McGee will come up with a stand-up double. So for McGee, that had to feel pretty good. The newcomer to the club was hitting 164. That's his 3rd double. Again, as we said in the first inning, it really doesn't look like Greinke's night. In the sense, he is certainly not completely in control. He made 63 pitches. He has given up 6 hits, 3 doubles, 3 singles, and he's in the 4th inning. And ball 1. Joaquin Arias, who had 3 hits last night starting at short, is on deck to bat for Vogelsong. So for Ryan Vogelsong, a tough act to follow after Bumgarner, and the Dodgers racked him up a bit. 1 ball and no strikes. Foul back. Crawford doubled in the 2nd inning. Giants will go home. They're off tomorrow like the Dodgers. And then on the weekend, the Giants play the Angels. A couple of former catchers trying to outthink each other, Bruce Bochy and Mike Scioscia. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-2. Giants got a run in the 1st. Dodgers came back with 4. Added 2 more in the 3rd. Just did get a little bit of that. It was down. Though Crawford's still there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Outstanding shortstop, but hurting. Coming into the game, he had 3 hits in his last 18 at-bats. One and 2. And a fly ball to right and deep. Going back as Ethier. He's going to have to watch this go over the wall. So Brandon Crawford hits a home run. It is 6-3. And we're still sticking to the observation It's not Greinke's night. He doesn't look right. So Crawford is 2 for 2. He knocks in the man ahead of him. That's McGee. Pitch was up, and Crawford able to clear the barrier and right. So Dodgers 6, Giants 3. That means the Giants now have a home run and 3 doubles, along with a couple of singles. For Greinke, that would be the second home run he's given up this year. And here now is Arias, and ball 1. Arias, the shortstop, although he's a super player in the sense he plays just about anywhere in the infield. The 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Another reason to think that this is not Greinke's night. I don't mean he's going to lose, but it's more of a struggle for him than anything else. Going into this game, they had allowed 4 extra base hits in about 27 innings. Tonight, he has allowed 3 doubles and a home run in the last couple of innings. That foul ball took a bite out of Randolph. Got him on the right shoulder pad. Those pads are not that thick. So 6-3 in favor of the Dodgers. 1-2 the count to Arias. And he slaps it foul, broke his bat, and he'll have to get another. There's the evidence. Big chunk is on the grass, 25 feet up along third base. Six runs, 5 hits for the Dodgers. 4 home runs and a double. 3 runs, 7 hits for the Giants. 3 doubles and a home run. 1-2. In the dirt, 2-2. Greinke has struck out 4, making a lot of pitches. 73 pitches now, and he's in the 4th inning. Two and 2. And ball 3. Waiting on deck, the pest, Nori Aoki. Honeycutt charting the pitches, charting the results. And a high fly ball. Peterson on his horse turns now, makes a backhanded rolling catch. So Jock Peterson makes a fine catch on that ball to right center. He wasn't happy. Ethier wasn't happy. I think that ball really bothered him. He turned his back, and then he really had to run to his left. So I think he was a little annoyed at himself that looking back for the ball, he was quite a way away from it. Though it's a fine recovery play by Jock Peterson. Arias losing a possible extra base hit. Although if you talk to Peterson, I think he'd tell you he made that a little tougher than it should have been. And it's a strike to Aoki. (6-3) Dodgers, 1 out, 1 ball and 1 strike to Aoki. Interesting too, we made the point at the start of the game. Greinke does such great work against left-hand hitters. He had allowed only 4 hits to left-hand hitters all year. He's allowed 5 hits tonight to left-handers. Hold everything. Foul ball. I was going to say that might be number 6. So 1-2 to Aoki. And for the Giants, I am sure to a man, even though they were down 6-1, Greinke was not pitching a game with strong command. Aoki with a 1 ball 2 strike count. 2-2. Greinke now ready to make his 80th pitch. Off speed, just off the plate. Aoki started off her. Great discipline and held up. So 80 pitches in 3 1/3 innings. That is no way to get the job done. Greinke fighting ever since he gave up the single to Aoki, leading off the game. Fastball lifted, playable. Ethier is calling. 2 down. When Aoki hits the ball in the air, he's doing you a favor. When he hits the ball on the ground, he gives everybody fits. So 2 down in the 4th, and now Joe Panik struck out, and it was Panik with a man aboard in the 2nd inning who hit that ball into right center, and Ethier made a miraculous diving catch. Joe hitting .288. Strike. 0-1. Change, but he missed. 1 ball and 1 strike. I remember talking to Warren Spahn, a Hall of Fame left-hander, about pitching. Ball 2. I asked Spahn, what's the percentage of when you go to the mound and you think you have all your stuff? Now, he was a Hall of Famer, and he said maybe 75%, maybe. So there are times when the good ones get the job done, even when it's a struggle. And since the leadoff man, it's been a struggle for Greinke. Mattingly and Honeycutt with some anxiousness. Ground ball gobbled up by Gonzalez, feeding Greinke. And that's the inning, the double and the home run, and then Zach turned it around. So Crawford gets the Giants back into the game, and at the end of 3 1/2 innings, Dodgers 6, Giants 3. They'll take you through the pregame hitting routine. Plus, we travel with the team to San Francisco as they face the Giants. So don't miss Backstage Dodgers. That'll be tomorrow at 7 p.m. Zach Greinke has now made 86 pitches in 4 innings. So he is really struggling. He is leading. And, of course, the Dodger bullpen has been a tower of strength, but how many times can you have a ball game where you use up 4 relievers? For Greinke, trying to hang tough, he has to go 5 to be eligible for a victory. He has 3 wins and no losses. Grandal, Uribe, and Greinke. George Cantos out of Northwestern University. Fastball strike. Grandal struck out 0 for 1. Cantos has been pitching well for the Giants. 1 win, no losses. Great earned run average, 1.3. 1-1. Cantos makes a lot of pitches. He's walked 10 and struck out 16. Ball 2. 2-1. So for Ryan Vogelsong, a rough ride, 3 innings, 6 runs, 5 hits, 4 home runs and a double. Grandal tired of waiting. Cantos has been very effective. He's allowed 2 runs in about 14 innings. Foul back. The opposition is hitting 176 against George. And with runners in scoring position, he's allowed 1 hit. Left-hand hitters, they're batting 133 against him. George Cantos. 2-2. Pretty good pitch. Grandal couldn't really get a swing as much as a bit of a lunge to foul it away. Giants got a run in the first inning. Dodgers came back with 4, added 2 in the third. Giants came back with 2 in the fourth. So we're 6-3, bottom of the fourth. 3-2. Grandal with Uribe on deck. Arizona here Friday night. Just off the plate. Posey was all set to throw that around the infield. Cantos gesturing to the plate umpire Barber, but he was looking. Uribe, after a slow start, has picked it up with the 10-game hitting streak. And ball 1. 6 runs, 5 hits for the Dodgers, 4 home runs and a double. 3 runs, 7 hits for the Giants, 1 home run and 3 doubles. A lot of fireworks, and we're only in the 4th inning. Fastball fouled away. Good location. 1-1 the count to Juan Uribe. One and 2. Cantos doing a good job hitting spots up and away, down and in. High fly ball into the gap in right center. On his horse to try and run it down is Maxwell. It's recovered by Pagan, and the Dodgers have runners at second and third. Maxwell still sitting on the track as Pagan got the ball back to the infield. Maxwell tore his pants, that's for sure. Remember, he hurt his knee making a dazzling catch on a foul ball in San Francisco. So the pitch up and away, and Uribe gets himself a double. And the batter now will be Zach Greinke with first base open. The last time the Dodgers hit 4 home runs, you may remember, was against San Diego. Ethier, Gonzalez, Kendrick, and Uribe. So Uribe now has hit in 11 straight. The infield is up. Pretty good hitting pitcher in Greinke. Fouled away. 0-1 to Zach. He grounded out in the second inning. So the Dodgers with 6 hits, 4 home runs, and 2 doubles. Though it's Cantos' turn to sweat out there. Grandal at the bag at third, and Uribe at second base. Now remember, we told you Cantos has allowed just 1 hit with a runner in scoring position. A little fly ball down the right field line. Maxwell dives, makes the catch, tagging up at third, hustling to score from third easily, and the Dodgers get Grandal home to lead 7-3, and a run batted in for Zach Greinke. Uribe holding at second base. So Maxwell on the dead run has to dive, make the catch. He's a good outfielder. And then tagging up is Grandal and able to come in. So Maxwell has hit the dirt twice, once on the track in right center to tear a hole in his pants, and now on the grass, and Greinke getting 5 with a run batted in. His first RBI of the year.
Number 31.
7 runs, 6 hits for the Dodgers, 3 runs, 7 hits for the Giants. And here's Peterson, who homered and was called out on strikes on a great curveball in the second inning. A late breaking curveball. He was on his way to first base, and it dropped right into the zone. And ball 1. Jock Peterson back over 300. He's hitting .304. There's a beach ball loose out in left field. Aoki will have to retrieve it. So timeout for the moment. Dodgers scored 4 in the first, 2 in the third, 1 so far in the fourth. They have Uribe at second base. Peterson trying to pick him up. Two and 0. Vogelsong followed by Cantos and Greinke in a struggle, but leading 7-3. Fastball picks up the inside corner. With a left-hand hitter up, Crawford has wound way over to his left. Rollins on deck. So Crawford is behind Uribe. Juan can't afford to take much of a lead. Two and 1. And ball 3. Remember, Jock in the leadoff role tonight. All of his other at-bats collectively has 16 walks. Boshi hoping that Contos can get him out of a mess here. And that's in the dirt, ball 4. So Contos has walked 2 in the inning. Peterson picks up his 17th walk. And here's Jimmy Rollins. Grounded out and then homered in the 3rd inning. For Jimmy, his 2nd home run of the year. And this one had to feel particularly good since he's been really struggling. 2 on, 1 out, 7-3 Dodgers. Rollins grounded out first time up. And ball 1. Well, we mentioned that Contos walks a few, strikes out a few, makes a lot of pitches. And that's certainly holding up. Dodgers with runners at first and second, Uribe at second, Peterson at first. One and 0. And ball 2. Down in the Giant bullpen, the left-hander Javi Lopez begins to loosen up. You have the right hand hitting Kendrick and then Adrian Gonzalez. 2 balls and no strikes to Jimmy Rollins. And he's now behind 3-0. George has walked 12 while striking out 16. Three and 0 to Rollins. Taking all the way, 3-1. Howie Kendrick. Grounded out double, scored a run, waiting on deck. Ground ball. Belt will go down to second for 1. The return throw, double play. So Rollins hits into the double play, but the Dodgers still pick up a run on the walk by Grandal, the double by Uribe, and the scoring fly ball from Greinke. And at the end of 4, 7-3 Dodgers. For tickets, visit Dodgers.com/tickets. promotion. Well, let's see. Greinke has made 86 pitches. There were 55 pitches made by Vogelsong. That's about 140. 23 more from Contos. So we've had about 163 pitches, and we've played 4 innings. And Greinke starts ball 1. Angel Pagan struck out, popped up 0 for 2. Has a little 5-game hitting streak going. Buster Posey on deck. Change curveball, drops in for a strike. 1-1 to Angel. Fastball hit down to short. Boy, he made that close, didn't he? So Rollins able to take care of Pagan. 1 away, and the batter Buster Posey. Posey, with his base hit in the first inning, has a 6-game hitting streak against the Dodgers, meaning he's had at least 1 hit in every game. And of course, you have to particularly watch him on the first pitch. Strike. 0-1. Buster was hitting .600 on the first pitch. 0-1. Greinke needs 2 more outs here in the 5th inning to be eligible to pick up a victory. Remember, in his last 12 starts, Greinke is 8-0. Against the Giants, he is 5-0. And for Greinke, against the Western Division, as a Dodger, he is 21-1. 1-2 to Buster Posey. Fastball comebacker. So 2 down in the 5th inning. For the first time now, Greinke has a little string of outs. He's retired 5 in a row since Crawford's home run. Brandon Belt having a good night, single and a double, a run batted in. 2 out, 5th inning, 7-3 Dodgers. Greinke's most pitched so far this year, 109, and he's through with 93 of them. Foul ball. Dodgers load up the right side. Uribe all alone on the left. Oh, 0-1. Change up. Brandon Belt, big boy out of Nacogdoches, Texas. Two and one. Two balls and 2 strikes. Belt checking with the plate umpire. Did I swing at a strike? The right answer, I guess, is now. Got him. Fastball at the knees. That'll do it for Belt. And now, all of a sudden, Greinke has arrived. He's retired 6 in a row. Looks so much more like himself, And at the end of 4.5, 7-3 Dodgers.
I am the road warrior, searching for a righteous cause. My name is Max.
Mad Max, Furia en el camino.
15 teams in Florida, 15 more in Arizona, all with one goal: to build a winner. MLB Tonight spring training coverage with exclusive access to every team's training camp. And an inside look at baseball's biggest names heading into the new season. Coverage continues through opening day on MLB Network.
Is brought to you by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Now you can axe the tax on the entire 2015 Prius family. See your Toyota dealer today. 7-3 Dodgers, bottom of the fifth inning. Dodgers will have Howie Kendrick, Adrian Gonzalez, then Scott Van Slyke. And for the Dodgers, they have to feel a little more relaxed after watching Greinke suddenly look like Greinke. Fastball and a high fly ball to right. Maxwell is there. 1 out, fifth inning. And the batter will be Adrian Gonzalez, homered and fly deep to right, advancing Kendrick to third, where he scored on Van Slyke's fly ball to right. Adrian, 8 home runs and 19 RBIs. Of course, the Dodgers, with 4 home runs tonight, have hit 32 home runs in 20 games plus a couple of innings. And ball 1. Now the Giants can certainly load up the right side. Panic is deeper. He's now a good 20 feet at least in right field. 1 ball, no strikes. 2-0. Greinke has made 98 pitches in 5 innings. He had made 109 pitches last time out. So they'll ask him to go at least another inning. 2-1. And finally, he has gotten his stride and he's retired 6 in a row. That's when the good ones do. They go to the mound, they don't have what they want, they're frustrated, they battle, and then all of a sudden they get in stride. Meanwhile, line drive, base hit into left center. Over to get it is Pagan. So Gonzalez goes 2 for 3, and the batter will be Scott Van Slyke.
Scott Van Slyke.
Well, hello, little one, with your beads.
Adrian Gonzalez.
Mom's just letting her feel her oats. Yeah, number 1. Who would possibly deny you of anything? Van Slyke walked, had a scoring fly ball. He has a 7-game hitting streak. And ball 1. We're in the 5th inning. Dodgers lead 7-3. Cantos made 23 pitches in the 4th inning, so this will be his 30th pitch. Check swing, it'll be a strike. 1-1. Fastball. Giants got a run in the 1st inning on 3 singles with 2 out. But the Dodgers came back and exploded. Peterson homered with 2 outs. Gonzalez homered. Van Slyke walked and Ethier homered. And all of a sudden the Dodgers were leading 4-1. They've led ever since. 6-1, 6-3, and now 7-3. So Scotty up there 1-2. Jimmy Rollins hitting the home run, hitting number 2 in the lineup. Odd to see him there. And sitting quietly, deep in thought alongside of him, Yasiel Puig. There's Jock Peterson. He homered. First at bat to tie up the game. And a slow roller. Crawford, the quick feed to Panic to first base in time. So there's a base hit and nothing else. Greinke will be asked to go back out there in the 6th inning. The Dodgers, meanwhile, are going to argue or at least check to see about that play at second base. Eric Cooper, the second base umpire, so we will hold everything. Wallach looking to the videographer and is pointing out towards second base. Yep, Mattingly's going out, so hold everything. It might have been, they used the expression, the old neighborhood play. That, well, he wasn't on the bag, but he was in the neighborhood. So I think Mattingly will probably dust off that expression. Here's the feed. And watch Panic. He is off. Well, he's got his foot on the bag. Or did he? Was he on the bag with the ball and then stepped off and through? That's what they're going to discuss. Well, there's only 2 umpires talking. Here's the play at first. That's another close play. So one or the other, the Dodgers are appealing. That looks, well, yeah, it looks like he's out at first. Well, what about the neighborhood play at second? Normally, all 4 umpires gather, and now here come the other 2. Mattingly, I'm sure, is talking about the ball and the glove as the second baseman got to the bag and then stepped off. He has not convinced the umpires yet. Here's that soft under toss. That's close. That looked like he was out at first, but the one at second base, this one, see that right foot? Was he off the bag when he took the throw? That's the neighborhood. Well, the umpires are not looking at the tape. Wallach back on the phone. The Dodgers players are kind of standing around waiting, and now slowly but surely they're taking. It looks like the umpires didn't bother looking at the video play. The double play is in the works, and we're heading for this. Dodgers lead 7-3, top of the sixth inning. I would guess that this would be the last inning for Greinke. He's made 98 pitches. For 4 innings, it was really a monumental struggle. Then he hit his stride in the 5th inning. And ball 1 to Maxwell, who was struck out, fly to center. So the next pitch for Greinke will be number 100. And it's a fly ball deep to center. Peterson going back to the track. He's there. 7 in a row retired, but Liberatore is throwing back of him as Casey McGee comes up. McGee lined out and doubled. The line drive went right at Kendrick, and the double went to right field. Top of the 6th, 7-3 Dodgers. Check swing strike. Right-hand batter Ethier's pretty deep in right field. That's a strike. Peterson kind of walking around out there in right center. Infield on the rim. No balls, 2 strikes. Greinke has 5 strikeouts. Greinke 3 wins, no losses. A remarkable earned run average, 1.3. Little ground foul outside of third, down to Roberto Kelly. Giants are finished with the Western Division for a little while. They played 22 straight games against the West, and coming into this game, 9 wins, 12 losses. One problem for the Giants, they've grounded into 20 double plays. And that will do it for McGee. That's 6 strikeouts for Greinke. And Greinke now is spreading out that string. He's retired 8 in a row.
Number 35, Brandon Crawford.
Brandon Crawford doubled and homered. So he's given Greinke a bad time so far. Crawford coming into the game was only 2 for 15 against Greinke. But the first couple of innings, it really didn't look like Greinke on the mound. 1 ball and no strikes. Honeycutt checking, make sure Liebertor. And Greinke now after 106 pitches, so you know he will not be pitching much longer. 2-0. Greinke possibly will be 6-0 against the Giants, and the Giants will be 0-8 against him if the lead holds up. Ball 3. Andrew Susac, the young catcher, out on deck. He would bat for Contos. 3-0. And ball 4. So after a double and a home run, Crawford has won the case tonight. Greinke walks him on 4, and for Greinke that would be his second walk to go with his 6 strikeouts. And here comes Susac. Dodgers restless. They were worried about Greinke. And now let's see. I mean, he was so far off the mark. It really took a very good pitcher to survive the first couple of innings. Then he hit his stride and retired 8 in a row. Now a walk. And with Susac announced, let's see. You have the left-hand hitters coming up, Aoki and Panic. The Mattingly just wants to know, Greinke, you got a little gasoline left? And the answer is yes. So Greinke made 109 pitches in 7 innings his last time. Now he's made 109, but he's in the 6th inning. Andrew Susac will check in against him. Susac has never faced Greinke. Greinke normally is in command, and tonight he has not been in command, and we can certainly give you one pretty good reason. High fly ball, it's playable. Peterson is there. That'll be the 3rd out. Greinke's going to be out of there. His first pitch strikes tonight were only 11 of 26. However, he survives and he walks off leading 7-3.
My world is fire and blood.
What's your name?
Mad Max, Furia en el Camino. Próximamente solo en cines.
Mi nombre es Max. Mi mundo es de fuego y sangre.
¡No te lo quería! ¡Qué hermoso día!
Mad Max, Furia en el Camino.
Cincinnati Reds beat the Chicago Cubs 7-2 in Westside Park. And you say, well, what's the big deal? Well, the big deal was that Cincinnati, believe it or not, showed up without their uniforms. Well, they're in Chicago, and there are 2 teams in Chicago. So the Reds wore the Chicago White Sox uniforms since they were on the road. And wearing the Chicago White Sox uniforms, the Reds beat the Cubs 7-2. Now that's the story. Let's go back to this one. Oh, yes. Hooray. Hooray for all of us. Look at those eyes. Yes. And those quick hands. All right, Mom. Play is in. 7-3 in favor of the Dodgers. Bottom of the sixth inning. Andre Ethier, Grandal, and Uribe against the very talented left-hander Javier Lopez. Greinke, by the way, made 110 pitches, and we assume that he's done. Zach talking to Rick Honeycutt. Among other things, he also had a run batted in. That's going to go foul. Ethier homered in the first inning, popped to short in the third, and made a dazzling diving catch in the second inning on a ball hit by Joe Panik. One ball and one strike. Little chopper moving over from third. McGee to make the play. Yasmani Grandal struck out and walked. 0 for 1. Juan Uribe, hitting 8th in the lineup, will be coming out on deck. Dodgers 7 runs, 7 hits, 4 home runs, and a couple of doubles and 1 single. 0-1. Giants have had a home run and 3 doubles in their 7 hits. No balls and 1 strike. Grandal struggling, hitting just 192. Both bullpens are busy. Just off the corner. Gene Machi, the barrel-chested right-hander in the Giant bullpen. Adam Libator warming up in the Dodger pen. Trying to get that outside corner. He won't get it. Grandal will not bite. And we go 3-1. Little nubber out in front of the plate. It will be Lopez. 2 out in the 6th inning. And Juan Uribe, who has grounded to short and doubled to right, coming up. The double means he has extended his hitting streak. He has now hit safely in 11 straight. Following Uribe would be Greinke's spot, and Alex Guerrero comes out on deck. The Rick Honeycutt talking to Greinke, cooling off. Did a great job when you realize how wobbly he was in the first 3 innings. Off speed, ball 1. That's what the good ones do. Somehow or other, they find a way to beat you. He keeps trying to get that corner, and he keeps missing. 2 balls and no strikes. And a fly ball to right. Maxwell is right there, and that'll be that. Nice inning for Javi Lopez. So we have 7 innings in the books. Greinke now has the rest of the evening off. Greinke thanking Grandal for calling the first 6. Adam Liebertor is coming in from the bullpen, and we'll be back.
I am the road warrior, searching for a righteous cause. My name is Max.
Mad Max, Furia en el Camino.
Baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Jack's hottest sandwich is back. Head to Jack in the Box for Jack's Blazing Chicken Sandwich. And by Nissan. Choose Nissan today for great offers on our most exciting lineup ever. Choose Nissan.com. 7th inning with the Dodgers holding on to a 7-3 lead. Adam Liebertor coming in. He'll be pitching to Nori Aoki, then Panik and Pagan. Aoki single scored a run, walked and flied to right. Foul ball into the stands off third. Aoki, most of the time, his foul ball is the fact he's late on the pitch. At least in the games against the Dodgers, he's hit him in the Dodger dugout and all over the stands behind the home dugout. And a strike. 0-2. You have left-hand hitters in a row, Aoki and Panik, and then Pagan, a switch hitter. And the Dodgers are backing up Liebertor in the bullpen. Line drive to third. So that's Aoki spraying the ball all over the lot and lines to third, 1 out.
Number 12, Joe Panik.
Joe Panik struck out. He was robbed of an extra base hit on a diving catch by Ethier in the 2nd inning. And the last time up, grounded to Gonzalez. On deck, you have Pagan, who can switch. Liebertor, big man. He's 6'3" and about 230. Fastball, a little low, ball 1. Adam from Bellflower went to school at Tennessee Tech. And actually, he might have been born in Bellflower, but he really grew up in Pennsylvania. At 93, Ed hurried up to the plate. Panik a little late on it. One ball and 1 strike. Dodgers 7 runs, 7 hits. Giants 3 runs, 7 hits. And we're in the 7th. Fastball at 94. So Adam throwing hard. Had him as the neck of a football player. Like the trunk of a tree. And slap to left. Van Slyke right there to pick it off. So the left-hand hitter's a little late against Liberatore. Aoki lined to third, Panik to left, and the batter now Pagan, who will turn around to bat right-handed. I remember a long time ago talking to Jim Gilliam, who was a wonderful player for the Dodgers for many years. And as a switch hitter, we asked Gilliam one time, what's the toughest thing about switching? And he said, not getting hit with the pitch. You go one way and you react that way. Then you go the other way and you might be late in your reaction. At least that's the way he explained it. Pagan is struck out, popped up, grounded out, 0 for 3. Angel with a 5-game hitting streak. Pagan came into the game hitting better than .350, though he's given up a couple of points. Means a lot to the Giants. 1 ball and 1 strike. Greinke went 6, made 110 pitches, and Liberatore trying to get the club through the 7th. Well, Pagan certainly didn't get cheated on that swing. That was everything he had. You wonder, and we found out that last night, how a major league hitter can hit a ball, let's say going 95 miles an hour. How can they possibly hit a ball going that fast? Last night, Arizona had their pitcher hit by a line drive off the bat of Carlos Gonzalez. And since they check everything that ball players do, they check Gonzalez' swing. And the swing was going at 115 miles an hour. That's how they can hit 95-mile-an-hour fastballs. Strike 3 called on a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. So Pagan strikes out twice, goes 0 for 4. Nice inning for Liberatore. He just let that thing fly. And at the end of 6.5, 7-3 Dodgers.
Dr. Pong, paleta sabor manzana y canela cubierta con una crujiente capa de chocolate blanco y trozos de galleta sabor canela. Nuevas Magnum repostería francesa.
What's your name?
Mad Max, Furia en el Camino.
Baseball's newest morning show is off and running.
Hey, welcome to MLB Central.
Setting the table for your baseball day.
He has so many weapons in his arsenal.
MLB Central. Weekday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
Dodgers lead 7-3, bottom of the 7th inning. Alex Guerrero will be batting for Liberatore against the right-hander Gene Machi. Machi 1-0, good ERA of 2.5. Gene spent a long time, 13 years in the minor league, so he certainly has paid his dues. And Guerrero will be batting for Liberatore. Guerrero, 5 home runs, 13 RBIs. Very successful, 3 for 6 coming off the bench. Strike on the inside corner. And another strike. Alex just nodding yes to the plate umpire, Sean Barber. No balls and 2 strikes. And down goes Guerrero. So 1 away. And the batter will be Jock Peterson. By the way, what's ahead for the Dodgers? Well, tomorrow's an off day. And then here comes Arizona. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Remember the Saturday game at 6 p.m. Then the Dodgers will pack up and go on a road trip. That'll take them to Milwaukee for 4 and Colorado for 3. Tell you one thing about Colorado. They were very impressive. Don't know if Colorado can get good pitching in the rarefied air, but 7 guys in that lineup can really play and hit. So the Rockies began the day 1 game behind the Dodgers. Rockies are doing better on the road, but they've been knocked off by the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks beat them tonight 9-1. But if the Rockies somehow could come up with some pitching, they have a good ball club. 1-1. 2-1 to Peterson, who homered, struck out, and walked. So Machi takes care of Guerrero, and now young Jock. And that's hit to center. Here comes Pagan. Line drive hit so hard it just stayed up. So Peterson, a tough out, lines out to center.
Number 11, Jimmy.
And with 2 out, Jimmy Rollins. Jimmy grounded out, homered, and hit into a double play. Giants are forever involved in double plays. Giants have hit into 21, and they've turned 23. And ball 1. When the Giants come up in the 8th, Posey, Belt, and Maxwell. And a fly ball to right center. It's playable. Pagan is there. So Machi comes in, gets Queethrick out, and at the end of 7, Dodgers 7, Giants 3.
Mi nombre es Max. Mi mundo es de fuego y sangre.
¡Oh, pero quería! ¡Qué hermoso día!
Mad Max, Furia en el camino.
My world is fire and blood.
What's your name?
Mad Max, Furia en el camino. Próximamente solo en cines.
Under in attendance on May 3rd, and you'll get a kid's Yasiel Puig replica jersey presented by Rice Krispie Treats. For more information, be sure to go to Dodgers.com/promotion.
Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 41, Chris Hatcher.
Big crowd saw a lot of extra base hits in the first couple of innings. Since then, the pitching has settled down. And here we are in the 8th inning. The Giants have had a walk since the home run by Crawford in the 4th inning, and the Dodgers have had one single since they scored in the 4th. So the last 3 innings have been very quiet. Buster Posey, first ball hitter, single to center, struck out, hit back to the box. And Chris Hatcher on the mound. Ball 1. One ball and no strikes. That's in there. Giants going home to continue that rather remarkable attendance record that they hold. 1-2. Last we checked, the Giants had drawn 336 consecutive sellouts at AT&T Park. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Just did hold up, or did he? Yes, says first base umpire Quinn Wolcott. He did. Talking about sellouts, the Dodgers have one tonight. 53,285, and we had 50 here last night. In the first game of the series, we had 46. So well over 150,000 for the 3 games. And remember, after tonight, there are still 13 more meetings between the Giants and the Dodgers in the dirt. Chris Hatcher out of University of North Carolina, Wilmington, working on Posey. Chris 6'2", 205-pounder. 3-2. And popped up around the plate. Randall in fair ground and makes the catch. Dangerous because he was awfully close to his mask. Hatcher picks it up and hands it to him. Or Gonzalez did.
Number 9, Brandon Belt.
That's usually what they teach the catcher. Hold on to the mask until the very last minute. He carried it and then dropped it. Now he starts back, and he was a step away from that mask. So Posey pops up, and that brings up Brandon Belt. Belt singled, doubled, and struck out. 1 ball and no strikes. Dodgers will see the Giants again reasonably soon, the middle of May. They'll have to go to San Francisco on May 19th, 20th, and 21st. The Giants will be here in June, 19th, 20th, and 21st. And then they don't see each other until the last week of the season, a 4-game series in San Francisco. Fouled away. So the Giants and Dodgers will pretty much close up shop against each other by the 21st of June. And then when they meet again, it will be a collision. 4 straight at AT&T Park. 2-1. 2-2. On the weekend, Arizona, it'll be Frias on Friday night, Baker on Saturday night, Anderson Sunday afternoon. Two balls and 2 strikes. Giants scored in the first. Dodgers exploded for 4. In the first inning, they hit 3 home runs. Peterson, Gonzalez, and Ethier. Then later, Jimmy Rollins homered to join the fun. Got him. A 97-mile-an-hour fastball. That will get a lot of them. So 2 out in the 8th inning. And the batter will be Justin Maxwell. 8 strikeouts for Dodger pitchers. Greinke had 6. Liebertor had 1. He got Pagan. And now Hatcher takes care of Belt. Maxwell struck out and twice flied to center. Check swing for a strike. Maxwell's first major league hit was a pinch hit grand slam. What a way to start your career. Maxwell, even though he plays the outfield, had Tommy John surgery 5 years ago. One and 2. Justin is a fine defensive player after watching him in these 6 games. So it's no surprise he was named the Astros' best defensive player 3 years ago by the Wilson Sporting Goods Company. Ground ball, Rollins from the rim. And it gets away from Gonzalez. Dodgers run it down. Maxwell safely on. You'd have to see that from the other side of the bag to see, did the ball go in the dirt? Now we can see it.
Casey McGee.
No. Actually, as a veteran first baseman, Adrian could have come off the bag and caught that ball and stepped on it to beat Maxwell. It'll be an error 3. So here's McGee. No balls, 1 strike. Casey lined out to second, doubled to right, and struck out. He was aboard with his double when Crawford homered in the fourth inning. That made it 6-3 Dodgers. And then the Dodgers added another Uribe double Grandal to third, and Greinke's fly ball picked him up. And that made it 7-3. 0-1. Hatcher trying to put him away. And down goes McGee, striking out a second time. 2 strikeouts for Hatcher. No runs, no hits, an error, and a man left. And at the end of 7.5, 7-3 Dodgers.
I am the road warrior, searching for a righteous cause. My name is Max.
Mad Max, Furia en el Camino.
My name is Max. I am the road warrior, searching for a righteous cause.
Mad Max, Furia en el Camino, solo en cines.
Streaming sports service. You can watch every out-of-market game live or on demand in true HD on over 400 mobile and connected devices. Real-time highlights, live look-ins, pitch tracking widget, and so much more. Every night on every device. Visit MLB.tv for details. Yusmeiro Petit out of Maracaibo, Venezuela. Petit, a good 250 pounds. The opposition has roughed him up, hitting 289 against him. And a strike to Howie Kendrick. Hatcher made 19 pitches to put the Giants away in the 8th inning. 0-1. That's a strike. Petit from Maracaibo. Jimmy Garcia beginning to warm up in the Dodger bullpen. Venezuela has produced one Hall of Famer. Who is it? Well, if you said Luis Aparicio, you're on the money. Pitch in the dirt. And the out at first. So that takes care of Kendrick in the 8th inning. 1 out. Adrian Gonzalez homered, fly to right, single to center. Adrian hitting .388. 7-3 Dodgers, 1 out, bottom of the 8th. And a fly ball. He just got under that. Otherwise, it's in the seats. So Adrian, a fly ball to right field. Just missed it. 2 down, and the batter will be Van Slyke.
Scott Van Slyke.
For Yusmeiro Petit, he hasn't made a start this year. In fact, his longest work was just 2 2/3 innings. Most pitches that he's made in an assignment, 40. And right-hand batters were hitting only 182 against him. 0-1. Last year, to give you an idea how tough Petit was on the hitters, he struck out 133 and walked 22. That's 6 strikeouts for every walk. 0-1. Foul back, 0-2. Scott Van Slyke walked, had a scoring fly ball, and grounded into a double play. So he has a little 7-game hitting streak on the line. Off the plate, 1-2. When the Giants bat in the 9th inning, the Giants are due to start off with Crawford. Then there would be a batter for Petit, and that's a shot into the gap, heading for the wall. And Van Slyke has now hit safely in 8 straight with a double. So a 2-out double by Van Slyke. That would be the 3rd double. So the Dodgers have 4 home runs and 3 doubles tonight. And Andre Ethier coming up. The Giant dugout has a couple of men available to pinch hit. The left-hander, Gregor Blanco, the switch-hitting catcher, Hector Sanchez, and the right-hand hitting Matt Duffy. So considering it will be the right-handed Garcia, you expect to see Blanco and or the switch-hitting Sanchez. So Yimmy getting ready. For Boshi, not liking the toss of leaving here 4.5 back, but he's going home for a 10-game homestand. 1 ball, no strike. Good changeup, but it missed. 2-0. Andres had a big night, 2-run home run, a dazzling catch in the outfield. Time. $53,285 on hand tonight. Hope you'll spend a bit of your time with us on the weekend. High fly ball, but playable. Pagan is there. So the Dodgers get a double from Van Slyke and leave him. And Yimmy Garcia is leaving the bullpen, heading for the mound. And we're going to the 9th, 7-3 Dodgers. Giants scored in the first inning, but the Dodgers came back with 4. Added 2 more in the third, and have pretty well held on ever since. Jimmy Garcia in his 11th game with a great earned run average of less than 1, and the opposition hitting just 100 against him, and 18 strikeouts with only 3 walks. So he'll be facing Broderick Crawford, and it looks like Gregor Blanco, and then Aoki. The Garcia, 6'1", 175, from Moca in the Dominican Republic. He's made a rapid rise in the Dodger organization. Signed him in 2009. Came up last year briefly and has made a tremendous impression on the Dodgers in spring training, and it's carried on. So here's Crawford, and Blanco is out on deck. Crawford bidding for a perfect night, doubled, homered, and walked. And that's a strike starting at 93. Crawford, who hits left-handers better than right. Garcia has not allowed a run in his last 8 appearances. 0-2. He is tied for second among Major League relievers for the most strikeouts with his 18. Picked up his first save in San Diego. Picked up his first Major League victory against the Mariners. 0-2. One and two to Brandon Crawford. Gregor Blanco on deck. Pretty good fastball outside part of the plate. Crawford did well to get a little bit of that and fouled it off. Got him. So that's 19 strikeouts for young Garcia. And the batter now, Gregor Blanco. Kenley Jansen, who's thrown off the mound, is getting closer and closer. He'll go out, maybe pitch 6 or 7 times in rehab, and perhaps is on the timetable to be back by the middle of May. So now Gregor Blanco grew up in Venezuela. And a hopper right to Kendrick. So the Giants down to their last out. And it'll be the leadoff man, the pest, wouldn't you know, Nori Aoki. Home runs tonight. Jock Peterson hit one leading off. Adrian Gonzalez hit one, the 4th batter in the first inning. Andre Ethier hit one with a man aboard. Jimmy Rollins hit one in the 3rd inning. And then, of course, diving catches by Ethier. Pretty good catch from Jock Peterson. And here's Aoki. Fouled away. Aoki with that open stance, just trying to make contact. Hitting .307. He's a marvelous leadoff man. 0-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. So as they would say in Japan, Aoki Ichiban, number 1. Almost hit him. He's had a lot of close calls in the 6 games. He's only been hit once this year. Garcia trying to move him off the plate, and the count runs 2-1. So Bumgarner came in and got the big victory, able to outpitch Kershaw. And the Dodgers now trying to wrap up the series. Aoki fouls it away. Imagine being as good as Kershaw is and not having much to show. He's 1-2, and he has 43 strikeouts. 2-0, 2-2. And foul ball. He can wear you out fouling balls off the left side. And he's been doing that throughout the 6 games. And ball 3. Aoki is really a battler up there at the plate. He had 1 at-bat in the series. It was a 10-pitch at-bat. It was just enough to wear you out. 3-2. And a little chopper speared by Garcia to throw him out. So the Dodgers, thanks to a team effort tonight, 4 home runs, good pitching once Greinke found himself, and then Liberatore, Hatcher, and Garcia continues the story of the Dodger bullpen. So the Dodgers win it. They push the Giants back by 4.5. Certainly the player of the game, well, it had to be Andre Ethier. He hit a 2-run home run in the first inning, made that dazzling diving catch on the ball hit by Panic in the second. So Andre would get the honors for tonight. Tomorrow, an off day. Friday night, Carlos Frias against Ruby De La Rosa and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Hope you'll be out here with us if you possibly can. Until then, we wish you all a very pleasant good evening, everybody.